can you dim the lights, please? Thank you. Whether you call it Solarpunk, Solar Prep, or just a utopian view of the future, the mixture of clean structures built seamlessly into its natural surroundings couldn't be more Minecraft. Outside of some Studio Ghibli movies and the MCU's vision of Wakanda, this genre is pretty new, so it doesn't get near enough attention. Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb this season and try to change that. So why is Solarpunk me going out on a limb? Well, because this beautiful landscaping around here, it's not mine. This is a Ladrium. My landscaping looks more like this. That's about it. So I'm going to channel my inner Ladrium and see if I can pull out something really cool this season. And we're going to start with my house. But before I started building, I was going to need a build palette. So here it is. No, don't worry. This isn't like the time in the last episode when I forgot to edit in the list of materials. No, you're looking at the build palette. It's me. I'm the build palette. The Wandering Trader's outfit is going to be the build palette for this house. So I pulled together all the blocks that I thought matched this outfit down here. We've got the green blocks here, reds, yellows, and blues. Now, if you've ever built with these blocks before, you know they have a huge problem. There's not a lot of variety, not a lot of stairs, slabs, walls, etc. So I'm gonna have to fudge a little bit. I do have mangrove blocks that are kind of red. I have bamboo that is kind of yellow, and unfortunately this is the closest thing, this warp is the closest thing to blue that I have. I am going to use these sandstone blocks because some of these colors are so bright and vibrant, they're gonna work better as accents than like say entire walls. So I am going to use a lot of sandstone to do that purpose, to be kind of like a general all-purpose block that I can use along with all these colors. And along with these are going to come a whole lot of plants, trees, leaf blocks, and all kinds of greenery that I can use not just as accents, because that would just be, landscaping and designing. No. They're going to be features of, the tops and sides and various areas of the build to get that Solarpunk look rather than just being a house with some pots out front. Sound good? Okay, let me clean this up. And before I get building, there is one more material I need. And thankfully, JC has what I'm looking for, and she'd like to do a trade.
I'm glad I found you.
Yes.
I've been looking for you because you are currently a wandering trader.
I am a wandering trader.
So you should have access to plenty of items, I'm guessing.
I do. I have quite a few things I have access to. Yeah. And if I don't have access to it, I can probably get it still. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've just opened a prismarine shop.
Ooh, that I don't have.
Yeah. I have millions of sea lanterns. I have millions of prismarine and prismarine bricks.
Should we go check it out?
You can. Yeah, I'll show you if you want.
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, this looks lovely.
Yeah, and I have used every single brick of dark prismarine that I had to spare that didn't fit in the chest in the shop. You can have free fish and chips as well. In fact, you can. Seeing as we're doing business, help yourself if you need any food.
I'll just go with let's see. I believe they're called jacket potatoes. Is that correct?
Call them jackets, yeah.
Oh, look at me! Look at me being all cultural and stuff.
Right? What do you put on yours? I like tuna and plenty of leafy salad.
Well, I am very American with this, so it's like chili and cheese.
Oh yeah, cheese on it's good. Yeah. Oh, tuna and cheese with salad as well. That's good.
Oh,
check out my floor.
That's super cute.
Right?
And I have smooth glass on, so it looks really nice for me.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Yeah. I refrained from putting 100 fish in there.
I know. Yeah.
Entities, But yeah, all my stock's in here.
Lovely, lovely.
Sea lanterns available, and I even have it set up on an auto crafter, so I can just AFK and it just makes them all. So if you ever need sea lanterns, I've got a heck of a lot more.
I am going to need lots of sea lanterns. I definitely need lots of those. You know what's funny? I have an XP farm that gives me like a bazillion silverfish heads. So you probably have the same deal with these guardian heads, don't you?
I do, yeah. I'm giving them away free.
Yeah. I think there's certain mobs that are supposed to have like a low rate of getting the heads, but when you make a farm, it completely flips it on its head, and you just get a million of them.
That's right. Yeah, but yeah, I haven't even been able to fill. I do pretty well, I think. You know, I get some ink in my. I've got an iron farm over there as well. I get some good ink in there, but not enough to keep the shop stocked. So if you've got a way of getting ink for me,
ink. Yeah, actually, funny you should say that. I actually have access to a ton of ink.
Ooh.
Yeah. Actually, not only that, funny enough, actually, I always have it on me. I use it as my source of emeralds in a wandering trader farm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. How about, how's that look?
Full shortcut. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I have a special Kurumi actually that should be empty. Yeah. I would quite happily, because I am inundated with sorry, that's the meeting alarm. I'm inundated with sea lanterns. I have no problem getting sea lanterns, so I would quite happily do 1-for-1.
A 1-for-1 trade? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All you have to do is say it, and it's done. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I mean, you know, if you wanted to do a mix and do a obviously not the dark prismarine, but if you needed
I think for now, if you don't mind, I'll just grab all the sea lanterns.
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
And then if you ever need any more ink, maybe I can get some other blocks. But I go through these like water. I love sea lanterns so much.
Yeah, they're nice, clean. They're like a clean light, aren't they?
Sorry, I'm totally pausing. I'm so excited for the sea lanterns. I'm like not even talking. I'm like, all right, here we go. Woo! Oh man, this is like the best trade ever.
Right?
Yeah.
Amazing. That's awesome. Okay, well, if I need any more, I'll come and get you. If you need any more, come get me. I will always want.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I use it as my my currency exchange to get emeralds for the wandering traders. So I always have it on me. So yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Anytime you need it.
Fantastic. Oh well, that's great.
All right.
A pleasure doing
Absolutely.
this.
Thank you so much. Come find me for a trade anytime.
Will do. Thanks.
Bye. Okay, here are all the materials that I never quite got around to showing you the list of. Here is the great big hole where I'm going to be building the build. And I have the last of the materials, so I have one last thing to tell you. If you remember whenever I flew over here the other day and I had huge lag problems, well, that's because there's a problem with Structura or Holoprint. Either one of those resources for putting a blueprint or a hologram of your build in your world that helps you build, there's a problem. Minecraft has made a change, and if you use large Structura packs or holoprints, then they lag out the world super bad like you saw the other day. So I've had to break this build up into chunks. It may actually be kind of fun. I think there's about 5 different chunks I'll be building. And so, I don't know, maybe I'll stop between each one and talk about them, or maybe I'll build the whole thing. I don't really know what I'm going to do. We'll see what happens when I get into it. But I am going to build the first section, which is probably my favorite section, right there behind me in that corner. And I'm so looking forward to it. All right. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have a big storeroom. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. You ready? All right. Let's get to it. Okay, Okay, here is part one. It's actually my favorite part, even though it's like the least functional. I really wanted this kind of curved window, this giant curved window in the building to go with it. It looks kind of like a diner, kind of, but I love it. There's gonna be lots of greenery and stuff in here. I haven't done any of the greenery yet. This is just the base build. I did make a bit of a mistake though. I dug out way too much space. So I'm using it to my advantage. I decided here in the stairwell that I had made, I'm gonna leave a door here. And so this can be like a basement access. If I learned anything from Eladrium, you always need a basement, right? Right. I don't know how much decor I'm going to put in here. This is probably just going to be like a sitting room, maybe some couches and some general like living room type furniture. There's not a lot of space here. I mainly needed it as my access for my stairs. So there's a giant staircase going up to the next level. And that's what this is for. That's the main point of this room. I do super love these honeycombs as the wall decor. They may be a little too busy for some of you, but I think they're just so warm and inviting. They go so great with the jungle and the yellow terracotta. I think it's a great combo. The one last interesting thing I want to show you about this before I move on to the next part is the door. So I don't know if you know this, but when you have a pressure plate, obviously it opens the door, but it also will open these trap doors beside. You may have had this difficulty when trying to do some kind of similar door design as this one. Well, the way to solve that is easily enough below. I can show you. So down here, all I did was just below the trap doors, I have these redstone lamps going up. That way, no matter what happens with the pressure plate, there's always power being supplied to the trapdoors and they stay up. We don't have any problem with them flapping up and down every time I step on the pressure plate. Yes? Good? Ready for part two? All right, let's do it. There's part 2 of 5. It's the more boxy of the areas. The main reason why is because I'm going to be using it as a storage room. Let's go in here real quick. Yeah, it's just a big box area where I'm planning on putting my storage room. So I just kind of needed it to be big and square. I do have some fun things here. I have this little balcony that I think is super cute. I can come out here and, you know, talk to you all from. Yeah, I love this. I feel very stately, like Ava Perón or something. But for now, it's mostly empty. I am just going to put a standard storage room in here. Nothing elaborate. No copper golems. I feel like they're not really up to snuff yet. But it's going to be exactly what I need. A large storage area that I can work in. It's really my favorite way to do it anyways. You will see a couple extra details. Let's see. So there's the balcony. You saw the entrance. I thought this was kind of fun. I made like a little like sewer like entrance type area. I don't really know. I always see this on TV in cities. There's like people living down there in the lower area, and that's all like the view that they have. I thought it was kind of a fun addition. But around back, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. So my original plan was to landscape. Well, not really landscape. It was really just to cover all this whole back. I mean, okay, there'll be a build up there on top, but this whole back area here was going to be just covered up in grass up to here. But I'm not so sure about that anymore. I still want to do grass, but I don't think I want to just make it look like a hill. I don't feel like that really is the true spirit of Solarpunk. I think I may actually take down the hill and then do buildings that I can put grass and trees and stuff on top of afterwards. I feel like that's really more in the spirit of this style than just having a beautiful grassy hill on the back of my house. And lastly, up here on top, you didn't see a time lapse of this roof because I actually redesigned it after I had built it. It was just all the orange sandstone. That's all it was. It was a sloping roof. It looked pretty cool, but I feel like it also didn't fit in with the spirit of Solarpunk. I felt like a fully green roof that can help keep the building cool and can, help I don't know, CO2 or whatever it is. I don't know. I just thought a green roof was much more fitting in this area. So I changed it out for a green roof. And there we are. That's what it looks like. I guess it's time to get ready for part number 3. Let's go. All right, section number 3. It needs a lot of work here in the bottom, but the top is absolutely amazing. I am going to put some greenery around in here. And let's see, hop over here, over onto the mountain. And a lot of greenery, some leaves and stuff coming down off the side. But for now, I wanted to show off this window. It's kind of, it took me a while to kind of figure out an oval window. It's because, you know, it's kind of, the window's technically kind of square, but by making the outer side a little bit more oval, it gives more of an oval shape to it. And I absolutely love that window. But what I love even more is up here on top. So this is kind of just a random machine. The way I'm viewing it is kind of like a water pump for the whole house. Kind of, you know, it's its own little self-contained water filtration and pumping system here. A little bit of plants. I love this right here. Actually, these need to grow a little bit longer, but I think it's a really cool looking garden piece that I think could fit in lots of different builds. But I really love that. It's just, so the inside it's hanging vines and the outside it's the clinging vines. That looks really cool. Couple little smokestacks here. I think it turned out really good. I'm super happy with it. I love the shape of that one on top of that one. It feels, you know, it's bigger, but it doesn't feel like it's going to topple down, which I think is important. And then inside, I haven't done anything yet, but my plan here is to make this like a bunk room. Kind of like a hostel for the wandering traders. They can come here, rest for a night or two, get refreshed before they head back out. And that's kind of what I want to put here on this level. Okay, lots of good progress. I think it's time for something to go right here. And we're ready for level number 4. So let's get to it. There we are, the smallest section, number 4, and I got all the red in there. I think it looks so good. I'm super proud of figuring out a good way to add the red in here. I got kind of this fake porch. You can't really come out on it. But I got my favorite lighting design. This whole thing with the, it looks like the lanterns are kind of hanging off of a pulley system. I don't know. I love that lighting. I throw it in all the time. If you keep an eye out for it, you'll see a lot of my builds. And then just a little bit of decoration on the wall so it doesn't look quite empty. Let's head on inside here. If you remember, I said I wanted this area to be a bit of a bunk area for the wandering traders. I'm not entirely sure what to do up here. I actually think I also want to like partition this off a bit. We'll take a look at that when we do more internal or interior design. But I'm thinking maybe like a map wall. That might be a pretty good thing to have. You know, wandering traders are always wandering all over the place and they need to make a plan. So it might be a good idea for here at this base station to have a good large map wall so they can make the plans for their areas around. And then this goes on up here to the top where I will start working on the final section. If you look at my outfit, you know I've already included blue and yellow and red. Yes, I have some plants, but I want more green. So we're going to incorporate some of the green in this one, all right? Okay, let's finish off the main build and build part number 5. And there's the 5th and final section. I told you I was bringing more green in. Tons and tons of green. Now, okay, see if I can make it. I was thinking about making this a library, but now I'm gonna make it my bedroom because I love flying through this window. No, I missed it! Oh, come on! Oh, come on. I sometimes I haven't died yet, but I take a lot of damage. Oh, there we are. All right. This may be my bedroom. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's super fun flying in through here. And apparently I'm flying a lot these days. So there we are. I can't get away from these blocks. I love these kelp blocks. They're like one of my favorite things in the game. It really gives a stately appearance, and especially with the dark oak trap doors, I think it gives a really good feel in here. We have a lot of decor left to do, but then this leads right out into the top garden here on top. And I didn't want to just do a garden, but it's kind of very Solarpunk to have just a green roof. And so that's what I wanted to do, but I did throw some trees up here. And a little bitty, cute, bench or swing or whatever you want to call it. I think it's super cute. I had to throw it up here on the top. I love it so much. But I think it turned out so good. So let's get a real official final look at this entire build. Oh, I love it. It turned out so good. I'm not going to say this is the pinnacle representation of Solarpunk. I have more builds coming that will do a much better job of showing that style. But I think this is a great start. It's everything that I wanted, and I think it's super cute with all the colors and everything. But now that the house is up, now I need to turn my attention to this lake. I've covered it in scaffolding. I'm kind of throwing everybody off of what my plan might be. And so Bebop? Bebop? Where you been? Bebop? Hey, where you been, buddy? Wait, I haven't seen you all season. Where'd you go? So I guess Bebop's in season 7? Okay, I gotta figure that out next time, but for now I am tired. So I hope that you've had fun, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you found it adequate.